Welcome to FarmTech Arena. In this video, you'll learn
All
a
right,
practical
let's
study
talk
guide.
exams. That time of year is rolling around, and you can just feel the pressure start to build up, right? But what if you had a clear, simple playbook to turn all that stress into actual confidence? Well, in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to build together, step by step.
I mean, if you're looking at the calendar and feeling that familiar knot in your stomach, you are definitely not alone. It's a universal feeling, for sure. And learning how to handle that pressure, that's really the first step to performing at your absolute best.
So, let's get you set up with a solid game plan. This isn't about some magic trick or a secret hack. It's just a simple, straightforward guide to help you prepare the smart way, stay calm, and walk into that exam hall feeling like, yeah, I got this.
Okay, first things first, we need to build a strong foundation. Success in exams isn't built overnight, you know? It's all about getting a smart, early start. So let's break down how to create that solid base in the weeks leading up to the big day.
The sweet spot, the perfect time to really kick things into gear is right here, 3 to 4 weeks before the exam. Now, why so early? Well, it's simple. It lets you spread everything out. Instead of a last-minute, panicked sprint, you get to run a manageable marathon. Trust me, this timeline is your best defense against stress.
So what do you actually do with those weeks? You get organized. First, and this is huge, don't look at a subject like it's one giant mountain you have to climb. Break it down into smaller, bite-sized topics. Then, set some simple weekly goals. And be consistent. Just 1 or 2 hours per subject each day is perfect. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Tackle the stuff you find hardest first when your brain is fresh.
Now, how do we make those study hours really count? Forget trying to study for 3 hours straight. Our brains just aren't built for that. Instead, give this a shot. The 45-10 technique. It's so simple. 45 minutes of pure no distractions focus. Then you take a 10-minute break to completely check out. Stretch, get some water, whatever. This little rhythm keeps your mind sharp and stops you from burning out.
Okay, so you've got your schedule locked in. Now we need to talk about how you study. Just rereading your notes over and over again? That's passive, and honestly, it's not very effective. It kind of tricks you into thinking you know the material. The real key is active learning, where you actually force your brain to work with the information.
And this is exactly what active learning looks like in practice. Don't just read your notes, try to rewrite the main ideas in your own words. That forces you to really understand them. Make flashcards for all those key terms and formulas. The act of writing and quizzing yourself really makes it stick. And you've got to get your hands on old exams to get a feel for the questions. And finally, my personal favorite, and maybe the most powerful technique of them all,
Is this one right here. Seriously. Try to teach a concept to a friend, a family member, or hey, even just explain it out loud to yourself. If you can teach it clearly, you truly get it. And if you get stuck, you've just found the exact thing you need to go back and revise. It is the ultimate test.
All right, you've put in the hard work, and now we're in the final lap. Exam week and the day of the exam itself require a totally different strategy. This isn't about learning new stuff anymore. It's all about locking in what you know, getting your mind right, and getting ready for peak performance.
Let's break this down. So for exam week, you're just revising your summaries and key points. Focus on the stuff your lecturer seemed to think was really important, and please take care of yourself, eat good food, and get good sleep. All-nighters are your enemy. Now, for the exam itself, first thing, read all the instructions. Then, build some confidence by answering the easier questions first. Keep one eye on the clock so you don't get stuck, and always, always try to leave 5 or 10 minutes at the end just to quickly review your answers.
So we've covered the what and the how, but none of it really works without the right mindset. This final piece of the puzzle is all about the habits and the beliefs that are going to carry you across that finish line feeling good.
Let's land this plane with just a few final but super crucial tips. Remember, your goal is consistency, not stress-fueled perfection. A little bit every day beats frantic cramming every single time. And don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what your lecturers and classmates are there for. And one last little practical thing. Practice writing neatly. Believe me, an examiner who can actually read your writing is a much happier examiner.
And in the end, it really all comes down to this. You've done the work, you've followed the plan. Now, you just have to trust that you're prepared. Walking into that exam with a genuine belief in yourself, that can make all the difference in the world. So the most important thing right now is to turn all this talk into action.
Look at this plan, think about your exams, and just decide on one small thing you can do today. Are you going to break down a subject, maybe schedule out next week? The journey to acing that exam doesn't start in a month. It starts with that very first step you take right now.